Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name's Sipsky, your host. Today I'll be talking about why I built a wooden paper box shed in my garage. It's about 120 cubic feet. That's the volume of that shed. Inside my 1500 cubic feet garage. So here a representation, we have around 1500 cubic feet. So what I did was, let me illustrate for you. I made a little shed made out of wood. It's actually all recycled material. Okay, something like that. Yeah, okay, I know I'm not the greatest drawer there. Oops, I should bring it all the way down here. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's so basically there's a little shed inside my garage, and it's about 120 cubic feet. Okay, now I'll show you the video right now. Have a look and we'll talk about it. So here it is, the wooden cardboard shed, 120 cubic feet. In terms of size, my garage is actually 1500 cubic feet. So you can see it's about 14 to 15 times less than my garage. So you can see the advantage of why I built this. I'll show you right now. Let's go in. There we go. And then you can see this is my light and my table. And there's the key here. There is my heater. It's about 375 watt power. So I want this heater to heat up just this space, this 120 cubic feet space. I don't want it to radiate out into 1500 cubic feet of room space. That would actually not warm up the space. Whereas if it's only 120 cubic feet, I'm gonna show you myself here. Hold on, there we go. And you see, really small. I have a chair here. I can just pull it out to sit down. Pull it out here. There we go. And oops, let's see, a bit tight. But you know what? For what I'm doing, it works really well. There we go. As you can see, the surrounding very tight, but the key here, there's my work table, and there's the heater. Just little heater, around 375 watts, could heat up this entire 120 cubic feet, and that's the key here. I want to be able to work in this space in my garage. I don't require that much heat during winter, for example. Now I might increase that to maybe up to 800 watts when the temperature goes down minus 15, minus 20. Should be able to heat up this little space. I didn't want it to heat up the entire garage, because even with let's say I have a 1500 watt heater, it will still not heat up the garage. Is too big. So having a small space, basically the heat is you know, warming up just that tiny space, and I can work around it, and I will save a lot of heating bills. That's the key here. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, of course, you can hear the sound quality. It's in the garage, and it's you know, very little background noise, as you can hear now. So if I want to record myself when I'm doing, I guess, YouTube videos or doing some kind of work in my workshop, this little space here, the sound quality is amazing. So those are the two benefits for building a shed inside your garage. All right, so let's talk more about it. Okay, as you can see, the shed is about 120 cubic feet, and I told you the benefit why I built this. Number one, of course, is that I want to conserve heat. I want it contained within this box here. So I have like around 375 watts of heating machine that is able to heat inside this shed. And if it's really cold, let's say around minus 20 degrees, I might increase that to maybe 700, 800 watt of power inside this shed. Instead of like heating up this entire garage, which is a waste of money. So I'm gonna focus only in the shed, and that's awesome. So saving a lot of money. If you think about it, if it's only 400 watts of power for 10 hours, that's about 4,000 watt of heat in 10 hours, and that's, you know, around almost $1. And if I use that every day, right, that's like $30 a month. It's awesome. Now, of course, I won't be doing that, and most likely I spend maybe 1 or 2 day a week in that garage, and it won't be 10 hours. So you're looking at maybe less than $5-10 of heating bill just for that space. Instead of like this entire garage, I have to insulate it. I have to put in at least you know, a couple of thousand watts of power to heat it up. That would cost me a lot of money just for this space, which I don't need. So that's one benefit. The second benefit, of course, is that the garage is actually a very good space for sound systems. For example, I noticed inside my house, there's a lot of background noises, you know, my family talking and other things happening, the furnace, you know, heating, and then the sound of the, you know, the furnace going up and down on that. So all these little noise, it affects the recording of my you know, YouTube videos. So if I record, let's say I do something inside this shed, then the recording is much better, as you can see in that video that I did, showing you what it sounds like inside the shed. Okay, so those are two big benefits. And by the way, the shed was made of all recycled material. The wooden shack, there was two of them. I was about to kind of throw them away, and I decided to put them together and made a 4 by 5 by 6 feet dimension shed. Very small, but very useful. And then I cover it with a paper box, right? All again, was gonna throw it away, but I ended up using it to, you know, to seal out the space. Now I did leave a little space between the top here to allow the ventilation to occur, right? You don't want it perfectly sealed, because you want the air to move in and out, right? That's very important. You don't want to, in case there's like, you know, some kind of increased CO2 or CO that might be built inside. You never know, right? Always be safe about it. Have an open space. So I have open space here, and even the door opening here, there's an open space as well. So only certain amount of air escape in and out, just enough that you have heat circulating within that that space in the room, that shed. All right, and so that's my technique on conserving heat and money, and as well make the space very efficient. Thanks for watching EducateTube.com.